Welcome back to the Choose Your Game Mode segment of F-Zero X.
You said we weren't going to be encountering any lava.
Well, yeah, but the lava is way down below. I mean, does it really matter what you land on after you fall off of the racetrack?
But Firefield specifically is one of the most dangerous tracks in the SNES F-Zero game. Anyway, now we're playing as a Samurai Goro, right?
Samurai Goro, yes. His handling is a little worse than Captain Falcon, but what he enjoys is a massive boost in speed every time you hit the boost, or any of the boost pads.
But he also, much like Dr. Stewart, also goes into an uncontrollable drift slightly faster than other racers do.
And I think this is when I finally learned how to use the. It's a feature on. That took me a while to figure out how to use on a Nintendo Switch controller that will allow you to, like, it's
ouch.
What you're doing is, instead of outright losing control of your vehicle, that you get to keep some of your speed and you get to maintain control of your car. You can hear it as sounding like a low whirring sound as you're going around turns. That's me holding the button that lets me keep control of the Stingray.
It's called the Jet Stingray, right?
I think it's called like the Fire Stingray or something.
Yeah, it's probably
During
Fire
metal.
Stingray because of the flames paint job on it. Now, are you doing? I think you're holding the R trigger for that, right?
Yeah, it's probably an R trigger.
Whee!
Ooh, a little shaky on that airborneness. You really want to just get right back on the track there.
All right, so we are. That's not Captain Falcon. No, it's Antonio Guster. Okay.
Yes, a lot of these guys are just
Captain
they're just
Falcon's at
knockoffs.
last. Ouch. Hey, James.
He probably fell off of the racetrack, which is what happened. It can happen to any of the AI at any time.
Silence to Wavy Road.
The sequel. Who's ready for awesomeness? Samurai Goro's ready for the awesome. Although his vehicle honestly looks like something out of Hot Wheels.
No, well, that's the thing. A lot of the F-Zero vehicles are supposed to look like they come from your Hot Wheels toy chest.
So, some of them, yeah, like if they actually have wheels on them. But I mean, this paint job is just delightful. Don't nobody make fun of Mr. Pink.
Okay, so the Wavy Road isn't actually all that bunch of a hazard. It's not. It's just specifically it threatens you into being a bunch of turns, but it's not. It's actually just straightaway.
What you're going to be learning quite a bit that will make some levels more memorable than others are which are the levels that remove the guardrails and which are the ones where generally you could stay on the track the entire time.
Well,
which
the
are the
thing
levels
is, for
that
a
have
novice, it looks like all the levels have a decent amount of guardrails on them.
Oh, the difficulty does not affect the track design. It only affects the
okay.
AI behavior.
Oh, come on, nudge the Blue Falcon, nudge the. Oh, you did not nudge the Blue Falcon.
It's as I see little changes in lead
Ouch.
started to become more of a factor as I upped the difficulty and then also started spamming the crap out of save states in order to get what was it? In order to get standard difficulty completion, because you have to get novice and standard difficulty completion in all three of the racetracks in order to unlock the Joker Cup.
Okay.
In novice difficulty, you are at liberty to just watch the drama play out, saying, oh no, I was in first, but now I fell into 7th place. But if I really put my balls to the steel, then I'm gonna take over and win this thing, baby.
James from Cloud is actually doing relatively well. Not great, but well.
Roger Buster. nobody messes with Roger
All
Buster.
right, Sector Beta, the double somersault. So this is just a course that is taken directly from a roller coaster, right?
it looks like it, right? Because of the loop-de-loops and the dippity-doops. Here we go. I do love the display of the map in the 3D setting, so you can see in geometric clarity what you're going to be racing in once you get there. It's like, oh yeah, this is the part of the racetrack that I saw, but it feels different to be actually on it. Oh, screw that noise, man.
Let me guess. If you actually hit that exposed barrier, that will immediately kill your vehicle.
Pretty much, yeah, because most of the time, if you fall off of it's one thing to take a jump and fall off of and be off of the track. If you fall off of the track because there's no guardrail, or worse, a landmine is going to jettison you in the air and cause you to lose control for a second, you're just dead. You cannot recover. Yeah.
Ouch.
Love it. Dude, the adrenaline high that you get while playing this game is just magnificent, man.
You know, would you say it's on par to the adrenaline high that I got while I was going through a Burnout Paradise? It could be similarly comparable, Mr. Cloud. It doesn't have to be exactly the same.
I'd say, honestly, Burnout Paradise would exceed the adrenaline high you get from this game, because the stakes are higher in Burnout Paradise in a game where it takes a little longer to actually, like, retry. In F-Zero X, at most, you're going to be spending, like, 2.5 minutes on a racetrack at best. Sometimes you're spending as few as, like, 1 minute and 20 seconds on a racetrack. Or hell, even like a minute and a quarter. I think that because you have to take into consideration like the stakes. Which presents the greater penalty if you screw up. Not to mention, I mean, it could say, "Oh yeah, you're going, you know, 1,000,000 miles an hour." Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. Burnout Paradise, you're going at like 1/1000th the speed that you're going in this
you're
game,
going at
but
roughly 1/4 of the speed that these guys are going.
No way, man! 1/4?
Yeah.
Going at 1,000 kilometers per hour is effectively 800 miles per hour.
Okay, and in Burnout Paradise, you can a majority of the vehicles can go up to 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, up to.
Yeah.
Well, let there be no comparison. These are jet-fueled monstrosities of vehicles. Burnout Paradise is largely based on, like, you know, more realistic designs for cars.
The realistic in quotation marks, because they're not. Although they are proxies of real race cars, they're proxies of almost perfectly. See, there's James. They're proxies of almost perfectly modified race cars, which includes super engines.
Well, somebody just ate it.
Was it James? I don't want it to have been James.
Yeah, it's alright. There goes another one. Yeah, Burnout Paradise will, maybe it will send you looking up episodes of Pimp My Ride. Or Pawn Stars. Everybody stand back. I am the A arrow. A is for awesome. You can't beat me. I'm the first letter of the alphabet.
Yeah, but you're also taking last place in the qualifiers, so.
A lot of these guys honestly look like they came out of The Incredibles.
I wouldn't say so. Like Octoman very much looks like he's from another Nintendo property.
Well, I mean, Jody Summer, I think, is more closer to the comparison that I was thinking. Oh, yeah, and then, of course, then you're basically racing against Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama. Yeah. Wide variety of personalities and faces, attitudes. This game sure has a knack for helping players find their favorite racer.
And who is your favorite racer in this game, Mr. Cloud?
Well, given the abundance of time that I spent playing as Black Shadow, probably Black Shadow.
Ah, alright.
He just looks wicked. And he is wicked, too, because I turned him into the greatest serial killer ever developed in the F-Zero series. Among the one total game that I played in the F-Zero series.
Super Arrow, there's Black Shadow.
Oh yeah, sure, my boy may have come in 11th place. But don't mess around, because when you're not looking, he's going to come knocking at your door. If you don't answer right away, he's going to kick it down, baby.
Alright, so will Whiteland 2 actually have ice obstacles on it, Mr. Cloud?
Oh, it's going to feel like ice as your slippery bottom goes left and right at a very uncomfortable rate going through the half-pipe segment. King's Cup has been warming you up specifically for this track, because it's one thing to not have guardrails, but because of the tight turns over here,
guardrails, it's extremely easy at these speeds to, you know, just end up being thrown off.
Mommy. Wow, six racers have died inside the first 20 seconds of this. Yeah, this is a dangerous... Actually, this is probably the most dangerous racetrack we've encountered yet.
Yeah. Because again, they took out the lava pits in Redfield. Ugh.
Oh shit. Oh Lord.
Recover past Cloud.
Bless me, Lord, for I have sinned. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, I promise I'll never.
All right, the half pipe sections when you lose control are extremely disorienting.
And that's the point.
I get that that's the point,
physical
but
disorientation, the loss of coordination.
Help!
This is not a race. This is a game show for my life.
And the prize is another racer.
Glory. All right, so another three racers have fallen before the end of the race, and right at the last second, we just eked out into first. Hell yeah! But by how much?
Let's just say it's a quarter of a second, because he was like right there. Yeah,
we beat him by 0.013 seconds. I mean, 0.13 seconds. That's, oh boy,
it's
a quantum finish. That's funny.
Whoa. And we're still 70 points in the lead, so.
All right, now it is nice of the game to give you a nice lengthy pause menu so you can go change your pants in the other room. Let's do Mute City 3.
There are squares on this course, Mr. Cloud.
Yeah, squares are not good for your health as a racer. Did you notice that those 5 lives that I had in the last race are gone now? Yeah. Whiteland 2 was a warm-up for this beast of a map that is not only going to test your ability to learn with the changes, your patience overall.
I noticed that you're trying to use the jumps in order to actually cut the corners, but you're also taking the jumps that aren't corner cuts. Any particular reason?
Well, because it feels good.
I mean, sure, it feels good, but you lose a lot of Samurai Goro's bonuses while you're off the track, I would assume, because he's one of the heavier racers.
You mostly want to use the jump tracks to cut corners, yeah. Maybe that's where weight comes into consideration, is how well you do while you're airborne. Okay, here comes the deadliest turn in all of the 3 cups that we've seen so far. I've had to retry this map just because of that turn enough times, and I swear and attest that I did not use any save states during my run of the map. I only used save states so I could reset the entire track. I did not use save states in the middle of the race.
Okay.
It took a lot of practice, let's say. Yeah. I think I spent like between 20 and 25 minutes just on this one track.
Ow, ow.
So consider this is the final lap, right? I spent a minute and 45 seconds, and even after all that practice, I still almost fell off of the racetrack. Like, this map freaking blows, man.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think it blows all that much. If you would just stay off of the suboptimal ramps, you'd probably end up having slightly better race times here.
Perhaps.
All right, and we beat him by 1.1 seconds.
Oh, bullshit, you were only behind me by 1.1 second. I didn't see your ass for the longest time.
Well,
Ain't nobody overtaking me, baby.
And we win by, 23 points. Sweet.
Landslide victory. Great!
Congratulations.
Double exclamation point.
So with the King
Coming in
Cup
first.
Novice Time, we officially have our first 3 X's, which means
you have to go through each of the racetracks, each of the Grand Prix Cups again, only on a higher difficulty.
Oh.
See, you can do novice difficulty till the cows come home. The game is not going to award you any more content until either you put in a cheat code or you actually start winning races on the other. You start winning race cups on the other difficulties.
3 KOs.
Really slamming into foes. Samurai Goro showing us what that eagerness for aggression can do to not only your ranking in the racetrack, but also the amount of damage you inflict on your opponents. Lift up to the stars. You win.
Good job, Samurai Goro. Have a firework.
Yay. And in the next part, after we cut past a number of Grand Prix Cup completions, we're going to the Joker Cup.
Be safe, everybody.
The deck is now shuffled.